Ladies and gentlemen, from Latino Wall Street, give it up for Tony Delgado!
What's up, New York City? What's going on, guys? So, my name is Tony Delgado. I've been a serial entrepreneur, developer, and creator for the last 10 years. And when Hurricane Maria struck the island of Puerto Rico, I found a problem that was bigger than myself. And we went down to Puerto Rico when more than 50% of the island was still knocked out. One of the biggest blackouts in American history. Who here has been to Puerto Rico? Anybody? So it's a beautiful place, but a lot of people don't know that it's actually part of the United States. But we're kind of like the red-headed stepchild. And so every single person that's born in Puerto Rico is a U.S. citizen. I have friends and family members that are from Puerto Rico. But one of the things that we can't do is we can't vote, right? So even though you're born in Puerto Rico, you can get your blue passport, they take taxes out of your paycheck. When it comes time to vote for who the president is, you don't get a say. And that's still happening right now in 2020 and 2021. So when this happened in Puerto Rico, I think you guys remember what happened. It was very polarizing. The current president, the former president of the United States, was throwing paper towels like little dogs. And I looked around and I looked for what was going to be done. And our political leaders were not stepping up to the plate. So me and a bunch of entrepreneurs, not no big nonprofit, we went with FEMA, we took it upon ourselves to book one-way tickets and go to Puerto Rico and make some impact. And when I went to Puerto Rico, I realized that all the people that were there, right? These are, other Puerto Ricans like me. The only difference between them and me was education. You see, the first question I had when I went to Puerto Rico is there Wi-Fi? Because if there's Wi-Fi, I know that I can make money, right? Billy G was just up here talking about it. I know that if I have Wi-Fi, I can make money from anywhere in the world. But my people on the island didn't know that. So we started our entrepreneur movement with Disrupt. So at Disrupt, our mission is to have an impact on 3.5 million people in Puerto Rico. And that might sound like a big feat, right? But I looked at other thought leaders, other creators, other influencers. And one of those people that I took inspiration from was Gandhi. Gandhi took responsibility for the 3 billion, billion with a B, people in India. And here's the most important part. No one elected him. No one voted for him. He chose to take responsibility for his community. So I looked at what was happening in Puerto Rico and I said, listen, if he could take responsibility for 3 billion with a B, 3 million, I think I could handle it on a little island in the middle of the Caribbean. So let's talk about the promise. I have a promise for everybody here. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys for your attention and being here so late. That means that you're committed and you're dedicated to improving yourself. You're committed to your own greatness. So give it up for yourselves. So I have a promise for you. My promise is that I'm going to show you that anyone can become a millionaire. It doesn't matter your age, your nationality, your gender, your race, your creed. It doesn't matter where you're from, what language you speak. Anyone can become a millionaire in their lifetime. Does anybody want to learn the 3 secrets to become a millionaire in your lifetime? All right, so the first thing I need you to do before we get into it is I want you to say, I am a millionaire. Repeat after me. I am a millionaire. See, a lot of you hesitate. And if you can't even say it, then how are you going to live it? So many people are not comfortable with wealth. They're not comfortable with success because in our communities, we're taught that money is evil. Who's heard that before? Who's heard the saying that money is evil? But you know what? Without money, you're not going to be able to impact people. Without money, you're not going to be able to leave a legacy to your kids. Without money, you're not going to be able to go to Puerto Rico and give out solar panels when there's no lights. You see, that's the thing that I realized. The rich people in Puerto Rico, they can afford solar panels. They can afford to either you had fuck you money, excuse me, I don't get a church. Either you had F you money or you had JetBlue money. You had at least enough money to get on JetBlue and go to Miami and go to Orlando. But it was the people with no money and no resources that got left behind. And if you wanted to do something about it, like me and my friends did, you had to have money. You see, money is just a tool. It's like a hammer. I can burn around with a hammer, hit people in the head, that would be a really abusive way to use that hammer. Or I can use my hammer to build. I can use my hammer to create. And see, once you start seeing that money is not evil, money is just a tool, then you realize that you can use it to create. See, why would you want to be evil, right? If money is evil, why would you want to be evil? Why would you want to attract that into your life, right? You wouldn't want to. So repeat after me, I want you to say, money is not evil. Money is not evil. One more time, money is not evil. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about, so that's secret number one. Money is not evil. Secret number two, Wi-Fi. So my ancestors, they had to immigrate. They had to come to New York City. They had to leave their hometown to come here to search for opportunities. Because that's where the money was, right? The money was in New York, so we're coming to New York, right? But you don't have to do that anymore. And that's because Wi-Fi and a dream is all you need to succeed. Say that with me. Wi-Fi and a dream is all you need to succeed. And I'm gonna break it down to you. Let's talk about real estate, right? If you have a piece of real estate in Times Square, it's probably very expensive. Even if you purchased it today, it would be extremely expensive, cost prohibitively expensive to purchase. But today, you can buy a .com for 99 cents or an Instagram page for free, and it can have more traffic than that store on Times Square. Because we now live in a digital economy. We now live in a digital era. You want to become a millionaire, it's really simple. It comes down to math. You sell a $1,000 product to 1,000 people, that's $1 million. You sell a $10 product to 100,000 people, that's $1 million. And it goes on and on from there, you can probably see reports on Instagram, but it really is that easy, and that was really hard to do 50 years ago. My parents, my grandparents, that was inconceivable. Where would you find 1,000 people? Right? But now it gets a lot easier. Because we have access to the digital economy. So secret number two, it's Wi-Fi and a dream is all you need to succeed. Now, who here has an online business? Anybody have an online business? So there's a quote from Bill Gates. He did it, it's only like 3 people, so that's really scary. There's a quote from Bill Gates that I love. He says, if your business is not online, you will cease to be out of business. So it's really, really serious. It doesn't matter if you don't have to do really genius marketing, you don't have to be an online guru. It doesn't matter if you're in real estate, you're in mortgage. It doesn't matter if you even have a pretzel shop. If you don't have a Yelp page, if you don't have an online presence, then you're gonna be left out of the digital economy, you're gonna be left behind. But if you're able to leverage the power of the digital economy, well, then you're able to create more of abundance in your life. So, I made my first $1 million when I was 18 years old. I was selling CDs and t-shirts on a website called eBay and Amazon. Have you heard of those websites? Anybody heard of them? And I did the math early on that $3,000 a day would add up to $1 million a year. So that was my first goal. And within the first year of getting those accounts, I was able to 10x that. But here's secret number three. Secret number three is that it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. And what ends up happening in our society and our culture is that everyone has their hand out for your money. Taxes, Uncle Sam wants his cut. And I'm gonna give him his cut, but I'm not gonna give him a penny more. Uncle Sam's out for your money, clothing, jewelry trips. Who here's been on vacation recently? Anybody? Those vacations cost. But if you can figure out a plan, a financial plan to take at least 10% of your income and invest it into cryptocurrencies, the stock market, mutual funds, then you have what's called the power of time. And with the power of time, your money can work for you. Your money can compound for you. And that's why we created Latino Wall Street. It's to bring financial education to the Latin market and now bring it to the entire world.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, if you don't learn to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day that you die. So, I know I'm running low on time, but if I have to leave you with one thing, I'm gonna leave you with this. Invest into yourself, because if you don't, then no one else will. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Give it up for Tony Delgado! Atiende dinero.
Oh yeah, what's that song?
You understand, man? Give it up once again.